the tapestry of human history, woven across the sacred texts and oral traditions of every culture, is rich with accounts of chosen individuals. These are the souls marked by a divine spark, anointed by a higher power to undertake missions critical to the evolution of consciousness on Earth. This discussion is an exploration of 9 distinct types of these chosen ones, revealing how each is uniquely called to fulfill a purpose that resonates with the grand, overarching plan of the divine. From the seers who illuminate the path ahead to the courageous warriors who stand against the shadows, every role is a living manifestation of ancient, sacred promises. Have you ever experienced a persistent, nagging feeling that you were meant for something more significant than the daily grind? Perhaps you feel an inexplicable pull toward certain challenges, or an intense, inherent responsibility to alleviate the suffering of others. This journey we're about to embark upon, examining the spiritual foundations of these roles, is far more than a simple exercise in storytelling. It is an undeniable, powerful call to action, a genuine invitation to recognize and then fully embrace your unique and irreplaceable part within this vast, magnificent cosmic endeavor. By understanding the core characteristics of these 9 archetypes, you can gain profound clarity on your personal spiritual path and realize exactly how your life's unique work contributes to the broader divine narrative. Urge you to welcome this video as a profound tool, a key to forging a deeper, more meaningful connection between your ordinary, everyday experiences and the extraordinary missions that have been divinely ordained for you. Ask yourself, is it possible that you are one of these chosen ones, a soul stamped with a destiny to lead, to heal, or to fundamentally transform the world around you? Take a moment to watch and discover how fully and unapologetically embracing the role meant for you can do more than just elevate your personal spiritual journey. It can propel you toward the magnificent fulfillment of your divinely appointed mission. The essence of a chosen one is simply a being who has reached a state of deep, powerful remembrance. They recognize themselves as a spiritual entity undergoing a temporary human experience. The beautiful truth, the core message we must all internalize, is that every single one of us is, in our fundamental essence, chosen. The difference lies in the fact that countless people have simply forgotten this profound truth of who they inherently are. However, even among those who remember, there are different categories of the chosen precisely because each soul has been tasked with a distinct, complementary role to play in the global awakening. Within this spiritual realm of the chosen, we identify 9 core, separate types, yet they are all bound by an unshakable common goal: to uplift and elevate the consciousness of all humanity. Whether their task is to heal suffering, to inspire new ways of thinking, or to lead the way toward a brighter, more hopeful future, their service to the world is truly unparalleled. As you continue on this profound inner journey, listen with intent to the silent whisper of your inner voice. It holds the powerful key that will unlock the unique and sacred gifts that have always resided deep within your soul. Let's begin our exploration with the very first foundational type of the chosen one, the oracle. This is the ancient title for the seer, the individual who possesses the mystical, inherent ability to perceive events, truths, and futures before they have physically manifested. The concept of the oracle stretches back into the mist of time, to ancient civilizations, where leaders often sought their guidance. In ancient Rome, for example, high-ranking generals would consult the oracle on the outcome of a major conflict, their word carrying the weight of prophecy. This entity is the ultimate medium, the pure mystic, a being whose very presence embodies undeniable, often unsettling truth. Their aura is often described as magnificent, exuberant, and profoundly beautiful, drawing people to them for advice and guidance because of their enormous, evident spiritual gifts. The oracle is often characterized by what I call the triple C, clairvoyance, the ability to clearly see beyond the veil of ordinary sight; clairaudience, the ability to clearly hear messages from other dimensions; and clairsentience, the powerful ability to feel deeply and instantly what others are experiencing. This heightened sensory capability means they can see what most people simply cannot, hear what most people are deaf to, and feel with a profound depth what others are only vaguely experiencing. This is precisely why the oracle is almost always a powerful empath, an intuitive being whose clairvoyance allows them to accurately predict what may happen to you in the next 5 minutes. Tomorrow or a month from now, the oracle is, in every sense, the prophet among us. Their presence functions as a brilliant beacon for all who are searching, not merely for simple predictions, but for deep understanding and reliable guidance through the unpredictable, often chaotic waves of life. Oracles are revered throughout history, and in current times not only for their inherent mystical abilities, but also for their essential role as trusted advisors and calm guides, especially during periods of profound societal uncertainty. They masterfully unite the visible, physical world with the unseen spiritual realm, continuously drawing on a collective wisdom that spans all time and dimensions to pass on advice that resonates powerfully in the present moment and maintains its truth over time. Celebrated and sought after throughout recorded history, these profoundly gifted individuals serve as the unshakable guardians of wisdom. The second powerful type of chosen one is aptly named the free spirit. This being represents the ultimate quintessence of pure, unadulterated freedom, a force that cannot be controlled, contained, or fundamentally swayed by any external force. You are driven by an unyielding internal understanding of exactly what you demand from life, knowing in your deepest core that there is always more to existence than what immediately meets the eye. Often labeled by mainstream society as an outsider, a misfit, or even a deliberate rebel, you possess no desire to simply fit into society's predefined molds. In fact, your purpose is to break them wide open and stand out in your own magnificent light. You are the deep divers, the souls who were tailor-made for authentic greatness, fully awake and acutely aware that the conventional system, the larger matrix, is often nothing more than a profound sham, a deep-seated and subtle deception. Your parents may have actively encouraged you to follow one conventional, safe path, while your close friends pushed you down another popular route. But all you have ever truly sought is to fully embrace and embody your absolute personal freedom. Is that an excessive thing to ask? Absolutely not. This is the central quest for the free spirit, the chosen one whose main mission is freedom, above all other considerations, and whose ultimate purpose is to serve as a constant, living reminder to others that being authentically free is not just an attractive option, it is an undeniable, universal birthright for every soul. This unshakable understanding allows the free spirit to navigate every aspect of life entirely on their own terms, embracing the core spirit of living in full authenticity and without any artificial, self-imposed restrictions. You actively inspire those around you simply by demonstrating through your actions that true freedom is never just about doing whatever you want. It is fundamentally about becoming who you truly are at your core. In a world that so often aggressively prioritizes conformity, rigid structure, and the comfortable familiar, you serve as a profound challenge to the status quo, actively encouraging every person you meet to explore their own unique paths of deep self-discovery and spiritual liberation. Your individual journey is a visible, unwavering beacon for every soul who feels profoundly shackled by restrictive circumstance, and for those actively searching for an unmistakable sign that it is genuinely possible to live differently. By boldly embodying the very essence of freedom, you fundamentally teach that breaking away from societal expectations and conventional norms is not a destructive act of rebellion, but instead a powerful and necessary celebration of one's unique identity. You are the authentic visionaries who courageously illuminate the limitless possibilities of a life lived without artificial boundaries, constantly reminding every soul that our greatest, most enduring freedom ultimately comes from fully embracing who we were always meant to be in this lifetime. We now turn our attention to the third powerful type of chosen one, the truth teller. You are, in your essence, a person who is incapable of straying from the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, at all times. You find it an absolute spiritual necessity that you simply cannot lie. You feel a deep internal compulsion to always keep it real, to continuously reveal the matrix-like facade of the world around you, and stand firmly in who you really are. You wield the truth as a sacred, powerful tool, and never, under any circumstances, shy away from speaking your mind and making your perspective known. You speak the truth even when you feel your voice shaking with fear or apprehension, because you possess an absolute deep-seated knowing that it is always the right, necessary thing to do. You are the steadfast anchor who tirelessly maintains a connection to reality, even in a room that is overflowing with profound pretense. This essential, unwavering commitment defines the truth-teller, a role whose importance has been clearly observed and documented throughout every chapter of human history. This type of chosen one is profoundly essential in the never-ending, ongoing search for deeper authenticity and crucial transparency in our sometimes deceptive society. Their sheer courage and commitment to honesty not only actively challenge, but also fundamentally change entrenched cultural narratives, thus opening up vital space for new, necessary truths to courageously emerge and finally be recognized. These spiritual pioneers courageously embody the pure spirit of absolute integrity and raw authenticity, often finding themselves standing completely alone against the overwhelming, powerful tide of popular but fundamentally dishonest opinion. Their unyielding, profound commitment to honesty becomes one of the most powerful forces for true social transformation, inspiring countless others to also courageously embrace and finally speak their own difficult truths. The truth-teller serves as an essential beacon of clear light in a world that is all too often darkened by subtle deceit and superficiality. They offer a constant critical reminder that all real, lasting societal change must begin with the courage to be fundamentally truthful in every single aspect of life, regardless of the discomfort or potentially significant personal consequences that may follow. By not only living but actively promoting a life of complete transparency, they inspire a necessary collective shift toward a more profoundly honest and open society, a world where the truth is not merely spoken in whispers but is wholeheartedly valued and universally respected as the very foundation of human interaction. As we continue to navigate through the complex challenges and deep complexities of the modern era, the clear, resonant voice of these truth-tellers becomes ever more critically important. They are much more than just voices crying out in the wilderness. They are the undeniable heralds of a new era, where living an authentic life is not simply an elusive ideal, but the essential basis for building a genuinely better world for all. Now we encounter the fourth remarkable type of chosen one, the person I have termed the inspiring infiltrator. This type naturally and effortlessly exudes pure inspiration. Their core mission is to inspire deep change, and they skillfully execute this power through their chosen role as highly influential creators and communicators. Quite often, these individuals are blessed with striking beauty, whether they are women or men, and they consciously or subconsciously use this aesthetic appeal as an effective tool in their overall mission. Their undeniable beauty often serves to amplify their core message of spiritual truth, allowing it to be conveyed more effectively and to ultimately reach an exponentially wider audience than conventional means would allow. It is often surprising to realize that those you would least expect to be spiritually awake and fully aware often are. These infiltrators delve deeply into the critical understanding that we are all, at our core, multidimensional beings who are experiencing a temporary human life, and they are consciously here on a mission to awaken others. However, their unique approach is intentionally subtle, profoundly measured, and highly strategic. They are the true stealth inspirers, actively and quietly infiltrating the main channels of popular culture and media with their enlightened messages, often disguising them within easily consumed content. They may be artists who recognize, I can't just overtly tell people to wake up. I need to deliberately weave this message into the lyrics of my music or the plot of my film. They operate much like a wise, ancient man skillfully mixing highly nutritious ingredients into a delicious, flavorful stew. They expertly blend their transformative, deeply spiritual messages with various forms of entertainment and popular culture, thereby ensuring that the core truth is not only palatable and easy to swallow, but also profoundly impactful. Sometimes, These are the massive social media influencers or renowned artists who are subtly, artfully spreading powerful messages of awakening and consciousness that quietly and effectively reach tens of millions of people worldwide. Their chosen method of communication ensures that, even though the delivery of the message is gentle and non-confrontational, its overall long-term impact is profound, silently resonating with a vast and diverse audience and effectively awakening people through the compelling power of beauty, genuine artistic expression, and subtle yet persistent influence. Let us now move on to the fifth and perhaps most relatable type of chosen one, the person I refer to as the confused chosen one. There is a significant portion among the chosen who find themselves constantly stuck at a pivotal crossroads, deeply aware of their higher purpose, but genuinely struggling to decide exactly how to fully commit to and walk their destined path. They often feel as if they are spiritually awake and fully aware of the truth, yet they remain stubbornly entangled in the illusions of the matrix, genuinely unsure of what their next practical steps should be. These individuals unquestionably possess the knowledge and are acutely aware that we are all fundamentally much more powerful than we currently realize. They recognize the deliberate lies propagated by the mainstream media and the deep corruption that exists within the system, but still often feel profoundly lost or paralyzed by indecision. This pervasive dilemma is the very reason why many highly conscious people, even those holding traditional jobs who are deeply awake and aware, have not yet managed to make the crucial transition to truly, fully living the magnificent, authentic life they constantly discuss, contemplate, or diligently read about. Confused chosen ones are actively struggling to figure out the practical mechanics of how to successfully integrate their deep, spiritual consciousness into their often mundane, everyday lives. They acutely feel the profound disparity between the magnificent potential of their true, powerful essence and the frustrating reality they are currently navigating. This often crippling internal conflict frequently leads to a debilitating sense of paralysis as they struggle desperately to align their expansive spiritual understanding with the rigid framework of their physical, material existence. The essential journey of these particular chosen ones fundamentally involves successfully bridging the wide, often terrifying gap between pure spiritual enlightenment and pragmatic, actionable, practical life. They are powerfully called upon to find tangible, sustainable ways to embody their highest, most sacred truths in a chaotic world that frequently seems diametrically opposed to those elevated ideals. The fundamental challenge that confronts them lies in successfully moving from mere awareness to conscious action, from simple knowledge to the profound act of living that truth. This is a crucial, non-negotiable transition, and it's not merely about individual personal transformation. It is also powerfully about actively influencing the wider collective social fabric. By finding the genuine courage to fully live their deeply held truths, these individuals can profoundly inspire countless others to also bravely seek authenticity and finally free themselves from the powerful illusions that relentlessly bind them to a lesser existence. So I pose the question to you: are you mentally and spiritually ready to step fully out of the clutter and indecision and definitively take on your predetermined role as a true, unwavering chosen one? Let this entire discussion be your clear, unmistakable call to immediate action. The sixth distinct type of chosen one is known as the hermit. This individual profoundly cherishes solitude and makes it a central part of their spiritual practice. They find immense spiritual joy in the peaceful, silent act of deep meditation, in hugging ancient trees, in consciously connecting with all the fundamental elements of nature, and in fully immersing themselves in the untamed wilderness, consciously breathing in that delicious, life-giving prana, the universal life force. They greatly appreciate deep, often intense inner experiences, sometimes choosing to do something as seemingly radical as deliberately turning off their phone and isolating themselves for an entire day to find quiet space. Deeply examine their emotions and achieve mastery over them. They consistently prefer their own peaceful company to the often chaotic act of blindly following a crowd that is clearly heading in a destructive, wrong direction. The hermit loves to calmly explore the depths of their own complex emotions and profound feelings, and places an exceptionally high value on the time they consciously choose to spend alone. You will often find them quietly sitting in a solitary meditative pose, such as the classic lotus position, peacefully embodying the serene wisdom that is often associated with the Buddha. However, these individuals possess a deep, calming understanding that they are never in reality truly alone. They recognize that the universe has an intricate, perfect way of sending exactly the right person or message at precisely the right moment, constantly reinforcing the fundamental spiritual connection we all share with existence. This profound, innate understanding is an essential, core part of their chosen journey, strongly emphasizing that even in the most profound periods of physical solitude, there remains an unshakable, universal bond that unites every single one of us. This particular type of chosen one actively teaches every soul the immense, powerful value of being consciously alone but never truly lonely, the spiritual necessity of exploring the deepest depths of your inner self, while still remaining profoundly connected to the vast, cosmic whole. The question is, are you potentially one of them? A soul ready to courageously embrace solitude as the necessary key to finding your clearest, truest path, and forging a much deeper, more personal connection with the magnificent universe that surrounds you. The seventh magnificent type of chosen one is the warrior. These are the brave, tireless beings who consciously work around the clock to fully awaken all of humanity to the truth of its own innate, majestic power. These individuals serve as a constant, powerful reminder to people that they are absolutely not powerless. They are, in fact, formidable, strong, and capable of great spiritual feats. The warrior queen and warrior king archetypes are not souls who simply turn the other cheek to injustice. Instead, they stand absolutely firm and resolute on the metaphorical battlefield, consciously fighting for the ultimate ideals of truth, spiritual freedom, and absolute sovereignty, actively combating the powerful forces of darkness and tirelessly working to bring forth the illuminating light. These are the spiritual beings who simply will not, under any circumstances, back down from a principled fight. They stand fiercely and unyielding for the truth and fight relentlessly to protect it, even when their conviction brings them directly into intense public controversy or spirited debate. Sometimes their sheer, unbridled boldness in speaking uncomfortable truths that others would instinctively shy away from can cause significant uproar and public discomfort. But they remain utterly implacable in their mission. These individuals are the ones constantly on the front line, actively confronting deep-seated illusions and relentlessly fighting against dangerous falsehoods, often risking personal comfort for the collective good. As a warrior queen or king, your essential role extends far beyond mere personal battles. It fundamentally encompasses a wider, collective struggle for the complete global awakening and the empowerment of all beings. Through the power of your unwavering actions and the strength of your courageous words, you consistently catalyze transformative change, forcefully encouraging countless others to stand up, definitively claim their own sovereignty, and finally recognize the inherent, powerful energy they possess deep within themselves. You are not simply a fighter. You are a born leader, a spiritual guide, skillfully leading others through the suffocating darkness toward a much brighter, truer, and more honest future for all. The eighth vital type of chosen one is the healer. Here, we shine a necessary light on the exceptional individuals who completely dedicate themselves to transforming lives through the profound, holistic philosophy of eating to live. This conscious, deliberate approach involves much more than just the simple choice of adopting plant-based foods. It is the total, comprehensive embrace of a complete, conscious lifestyle change that fundamentally includes a healthy, whole food diet, consistent physical fitness, and a pervasive commitment to general well-being. These wellness visionaries powerfully argue that a conscious, deliberate change in the very way we choose to fuel and nourish our bodies can lead to fundamental, profound changes in our physical health, our vital energy, and our overall spiritual well-being. Imagine the incredible feeling of waking up every single day with an intense burst of natural energy, a vitality perhaps symbolized by starting your morning with a fresh, vibrant bunch of ripe grapes. These individuals are the living, breathing proof that robust, lasting health is, in fact, the truest form of enduring wealth. Their core mission is to heal, not merely the physical body, but also the mind and the immortal soul, convincingly demonstrating that there is a highly viable, deeply nourishing, and ultimately life-affirming alternative to the modern standard diet. The healer's message is clear and simple. It's not simply about what you put into your body, but fundamentally about how you choose to live your life as a whole. You will often find these particular chosen ones confidently leading by powerful example, serving as dedicated fitness instructors, certified nutritionists, or highly respected body wellness gurus. They possess the necessary knowledge not only to precisely guide you toward a truly healthier diet, but also to successfully integrate consistent physical fitness into your daily routine. They clearly show you that achieving a balanced, strong, and healthy body is genuinely possible, and are eagerly dedicated to helping others improve their physical, mental, and profound spiritual health. Through their gentle, experienced guidance, you learn the fundamental truth that all aspects of your personal well-being are intrinsically interconnected, and that by consciously nurturing each of them, you can fully live a much fuller, more energetic, and truly vibrant life. Finally, the ninth and ultimate type of chosen one is the elder. These are the venerated figures who are considered absolutely essential for patiently guiding all of humanity onto a brighter, more sustainable path. These venerable figures, often known as shamans, wise teachers, or gurus, are the time-honored guardians of ancient truth and illuminating light, specifically because of their long-standing, unwavering presence on this earth. They hold the undeniable keys to ancient, powerful wisdom and sacred secrets, having personally witnessed the intricate cycles of life, death, and rebirth over countless generations. These shamans and spiritual elders serve as the revered guardians of profound knowledge and deep, accumulated experience all over the world, from the mystical, sacred heights of Peru, where many spiritual seekers travel to seek out shamans for transformative ayahuasca retreats, to the wise, patient teachers and renowned gurus of Africa and India. These elders command absolute respect. They are chosen specifically to guide because of their broad, comprehensive spiritual insights, which have been patiently gained from a lifetime of careful observation, dedicated spiritual practice, and direct contact with the divine. Their ultimate mission transcends mere gentle guidance. These chosen ones are deeply, profoundly dedicated to ceaselessly spreading unconditional love for all humanity. They accomplish this by consistently sharing the accumulated wisdom they have, painstakingly gathered over countless years, wisdom that clearly illuminates the deep cycles of life and the fundamental spiritual dimensions that continuously sustain our very existence. As the sacred guardians of the light, these spiritual elders and shamans not only fiercely protect ancient, often forgotten truths, but also work tirelessly to ensure that these sacred, illuminating flames continue to brilliantly light the way for future generations. Their very presence on Earth is a powerful, undeniable testament to the incredible, accumulated power of spiritual age, and the profound respect it must always command on the often challenging journey toward true spiritual enlightenment. So, my friends, these are the 9 distinct types of chosen ones and the fundamental missions they have been assigned. I want to leave you with one final, powerful reminder. There are many different, crucial types of chosen ones among us, and we certainly did not all incarnate here to accomplish the exact same thing. Each and every one of us has been given a unique, specific, and vital role to play in the cosmic scheme. Which one of these 9 types do you find yourself most intensely identifying with at this very moment? I genuinely invite you to share your thoughts, your feelings, and your discoveries in the comments section below. Let's actively continue this crucial conversation and support each other fully on our challenging yet rewarding spiritual journeys. Don't forget to like this video if its message resonated deep within your soul, and subscribe to ensure you see more transformative content like this in the future. Thank you all so very much for your continuous support, your active participation, and your open hearts. Peace and blessings be with all of you. And please always remember this: you are absolutely not alone on this incredible, magnificent journey.